What's up, Ravens? Welcome to ONW Now Summer Edition. My name's Garrett Foster.
And I'm Lainey Lowen, and we have a packed show today with a look at Facts Camp, Marching Band, and everyone's favorite segment, Game Day.
And don't forget to stick around for an inside look at our ecom camp and a student who recently visited all MLB stadiums.
Without further ado, let's roll that intro. This week, ONW's Facts program is doing a camp for kids.
Let's take it to Bella DeSantos to learn more.
This week, young campers at ONW's Facts Camp were given the opportunity to learn life skills that they will use in their futures.
Facts Camp is for 3rd through 8th graders to come and learn how to sew and bake.
I've been volunteering since my freshman year, and I love to just be able to hang out with the kids and get to bake with them because they're a really fun time.
For sewing, they learn how to work with the machines, they measure, cut, and then baking, learning how to work with the oven.
Not only is Facts Camp a great opportunity to learn new skills, it's a great way to make new friends and memories.
They get wide-eyed almost of, oh my gosh, I'm with older kids, and it's fun to see those interactions and how they learn together.
It's fun to just get to know them and mess around with them, but then make sure that they stay on task too.
As students finish the week, they will continue to grow and develop skills and connections that will help them be successful in their future.
What a great and fun way for these kids to learn basic life skills with our Facts program. This week, the e-communication program is holding a summer camp to help prepare students for the upcoming school year.
This camp is a great opportunity to learn more about equipment and build friendships. Let's toss it to Drew Donner for more.
And then we have a little bridge with some... This week is the annual ecom camp, where students come together to prepare for the upcoming school year.
It's a good chance just for everyone to get to know each other so we're comfortable with each other and we can get a lot of work done come the school year.
The camp also gives juniors a sense of what to expect for the school year.
Seniors, I love it because, kids come into my class junior year, they're scared, they're terrified, they're like, I don't know how to use a camera, I don't know how to use a tripod. But the great thing is the juniors get a year of experience, then they step up as seniors.
My favorite part of camp was probably learning how to set up the fake broadcast.
Camp is a great opportunity for students to learn the fundamentals, from running live shows to working camera equipment and helping their peers.
The new people have a general idea of how the class works and how to use all of our equipment.
But Mr. Cooper's goal isn't just to teach journalism, but also to teach social skills.
I hope what ecom benefits them the most is how to be better people, how to manage their time, how to work well with others. And at the end of the day, I hope they just know that I care about them and that I'll be there for them at all times.
Overall, the camp is a great way for students to bond and prepare for the upcoming school year. For the Raven Network, this has been Drew Donner.
I want my kids ready to go first day of school. They're ready to, they're locked and loaded. They're ready to go 65 and a 50.
Wow, that looks like so much fun. I wish I could be there.
Coming up next is everyone's second favorite segment, Game Day. But first, let's roll the commercials.
Ravens! It's time for Game Day, everyone's favorite part of the show. I'm your host, Oliver Christie, joined alongside
Harrison Green, and I make sure to stay tuned for the entire segment because we're going to bring you some both ONW athletics and news from the Big Four sports around the U.S.
Starting in KC, our hometown Chiefs agreed to a contract extension with Pro Bowl guard Trey Smith.
With his new 4-year, $92 million deal, Kansas City now fields both the highest paid guard and center in the league, with Smith and Creed Humphrey.
Trey and Creed anchor an offensive line looking to improve off last year's struggles as the Chiefs hope to return to glory and win their 4th Super Bowl in 7 years.
Although football season is a ways away, our athletes have been working hard to prepare for the next year. Let's send it to Garrett Faddis for more.
During these off-season football camps, players have been putting in deep thought into their goals for their upcoming season.
Just to start both sides of the ball and be a captain, be a good leader.
Probably just be a captain, and then I want to have over 70 tackles this season and 3 interceptions.
Summer wraps up. The Raven football team is getting mentally and physically prepared for this upcoming football season.
Obviously, and again, it starts in the weight room. Our outside conditioning and speed work and agility stuff, just doing the little things, being super detailed, coming off the football hard, getting downhill and run game on defense and just executing those things.
During these off-season football camps, players have been putting in deep thought into their goals for their upcoming season.
Teammates, and then probably food. Just like every time I think about it, it just makes me want to try harder.
My teammates, everyone around me, and like the ice bath after practice.
As last weeks of summer are coming to an end, the Ravens are feeling good about this upcoming season. For the Raven Network, this has been Garrett Faddis.
Swinging over to Truist Park in Atlanta, the MLB recently hosted their annual summer festivities with the Home Run Derby and All-Star Game.
The Derby always attracts national attention, and Monday was no different, as some of the league's most prolific sluggers took the stage.
Although he didn't win, the star of the show was Pirates' O'Neal Cruz, as he mashed 7 of the top 8 furthest stingers of the night, including a 513-foot mammoth shot to dead center, the deepest tank Truist Park has ever seen.
But the man to hoist the trophy was the big dumper, Cal Raleigh, as his 54 total home runs led to him to become the first catcher to ever win the Derby in its 40 years of existence.
The following night, we saw the league's brightest stars shine in the 92nd Midsummer Classic. The NL stormed out of the gates, going up 6-0 with help from Ketel Marte, Pete Alonso, and Corbin Carroll.
But the American League wasn't ready to give up yet. With 6 unanswered runs, including 2 RBIs and a run scored from the king of Kaufman himself, Bobby Witt Jr.
After Oregon State legend Stephen Kwan tied it up and the National League failed to walk it off, the All-Star Game saw its first ever home run swing-off to determine the victor.
Long story short, Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies went 3 for 3 with 3 absolute taters, locking in the All-Star Game MVP and the second win for the NL in 12 years.
From swinging bats to shooting hoops, the NBA Summer League is officially underway, and the big story so far has been the emergence of baby Jokic himself, Yang Hansen.
The Portland Trail Blazers selected Yang, number 16 overall, in the past draft, and the 7'1" center from China has been deep in his bag to start his NBA career.
Utah Jazz second-year forward Kyle Filipowski is looking like a Summer League MVP candidate early on, as he leads the league in points per game with 29 to go 7 rebounds and 2 assists.
Another big highlight so far has been the Bronny James versus Cooper Flagg matchup. Flagg, the number 1 pick from Duke last year, struggled to score on the 6'2" guard, shooting 5 for 21 on the night.
But fortunately for Mavs fans, Coop bounced back and dropped 31 on the Charlotte Hornets a few days later. So maybe this means that Bronny's actually good.
Many Raven students are staying active over the summer by participating in summer weights. Hudson Lane has more.
Every summer, students from Olathe Northwest participate in summer weights to stay active and motivated during the off-season.
I'd say that's the toughest challenge a lot of people run into, is just staying motivated through the whole summer, because waking up's pretty hard. So I'd say, honestly, it's just the accountability the coaches have on you, and just realizing you not being here isn't also just sacrificing yourself, you're sacrificing your team. And it's always not about you, it's about your team. So just getting better every single day for them.
It is very important for students to stay safe during their lifts.
Well, our workouts consist of Monday through Thursday, but obviously if a student has a nagging injury or something like that, they are able to work with our trainer, Mr. Hawkins, who is here during the summer. But the overall goal is for students to stay healthy and get stronger, but we do modify things that are needed for those ones that are banged up.
We build a lot of muscle in our ankles, our knees, a lot of jumping stuff. So then when it comes to when you're going to the field, jumping up, when you land, you're more stable, you're ready to roll. And honestly, everything we're doing is just building strength to prevent injuries.
To get a lift in before summer ends.
This year, a new staff member is coming to ONW. Let's send it to Kyle Elliott for more.
There is a new face at Olathe Northwest, as the school has hired a new athletic director.
Started teaching in Phoenix, Arizona. I was a teacher and baseball coach at Olathe North for 6 or 7 years. Oregon Trail Middle School as an assistant principal for 3 years.
Mr. Didion has a lot of experience at other schools. Let's see what he's looking forward to at Olathe Northwest.
I'm looking forward to working with coaches and more specifically the students and athletes at Olathe Northwest.
A huge thanks to Mr. Didion for choosing Olathe Northwest as his new home. For the Raven Network, this has been Kyle Elliott.
Keep up the hard work, Ravens. Thank you guys for tuning in to Game Day. That's all from the news we have for you today. This has been Harrison Green.
And Oliver Christie. Let's toss it back to Garrett and Laney.
Thanks, Game Day. This past week, a marching band called the Colts were being hosted by ONW.
They took part in DCI, an international competition. Emery Augustine has more on what they are doing.
DCI competitions are a series of events where top-tier marching music ensembles, including drum and bugle corps, compete against each other.
I feel like a key factor for a successful performance is probably just giving it your full out, not just doing kind of like a baby lunge, do a full out lunge, kind of not giving a half smile, just give a full smile, just live in the moment and just give the energy the audience is giving it and just throw it back at them.
Their goal is to set a higher placing than they did previous years, and they plan to do so through their rigorous training and practices.
And that goal is taking this 12-minute production and making it the very best product that we possibly can.
As the Colts travel across the country, they not only get closer to their goals, but they also make memories that will last a lifetime.
See, I feel like one way we stay very motivated is just doing silly things, kind of hyping each other up, like, yeah, girl, you get it, come on, yeah. This one thing, this is a small little inside joke. One of our main caption head, our main director of color guard, he went to Cancun for a wedding, and we came back and we're like, we're going to Cancun, and we all scream when it's a hot day, or we all scream water slide, and we all like raise our hands up in the air.
The Colts definitely feels like a family, and a big part of that is because we're all working towards a common goal.
This has been Emery Augustine with the Raven Network.
Wow, the amount of dedication those young musicians put into their performances is truly inspiring.
Last weekend, our very own Tegan Summers and his dad completed an 8-year journey together. Harrison Green has more on the two.
For most people, visiting all 30 MLB stadiums seems impossible, but for this father-son duo, it's a reality.
I wasn't sure we would ever actually be able to accomplish seeing all the stadiums.
What's more important than the stadiums is the time spent together and the memories they made along the way.
Having Tegan along with me is what made the trip fun to me.
Getting to see what all the cities look like. They're so different, it's really interesting. So it's really cool getting to see all these different environments.
After seeing every stadium, Casey's own Kauffman Stadium found its way at 22 on Tegan's rankings.
You look at all the other stadiums, they all have some distinctive feature that makes it super cool. It's really just a terrible environment for a ballpark.
While Kauffman left an underwhelming impression on the two, one ballpark stood out among the rest.
I think I like Fenway Park in Boston the best. The history of the stadium, the Green Monster.
After completing this feat, Scott and Tegan now explore the idea of visiting every NFL stadium. For the Raven Network, this has been Harrison Green.
We've got some really bad news for you, Ravens. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for you today.
Thank you for tuning in today. We hope you have a great rest of your summer. For now, this has been Lainey Lowen.
And Garrett Foster. Raven Nation,
let's fly.